let's start with your reading, Sagittarius. Today, we are going to look into your past, present, and future energies to see where you're coming from, what you're going through, and what is coming towards you in the near and distant future. Keep in mind that I still select viewers to offer them free personal readings. To learn how to be selected, make sure to watch the full video. Now, let's get some cards for you. Let's see your past, present, and future. All right. Okay. So we do see right off the bat a lot of sword energy in your reading, which is good news, bad news. It's good news because this is something that you can control. This is something that is mostly a feeling, something that is a limitation, an obstacle, just if we make it such. Right now, what we see as the general energy for you, as the main energy, is the Four of Swords. There is a lot of healing that is about to happen for you, Sagittarius. You have definitely gone through a lot recently, or even in the past few years. We do see it here, and we see it with the first card, the Three of Swords, which we'll get to in a second. Right now, this is the time for redemption with justice down here. This is the time for healing and for letting go of anything that has hurt you and that has hindered your growth, your happiness. This is the time, Sagittarius. So let's look into the details of it. First of all, in the past, we see the Three of Swords, the Emperor, the High Priestess. What I see right away, obviously, with the Three of Swords is a very, very painful event. This is something you gave a lot to. It's something that you really wanted to work out so badly. For you, this was a goal, something very important that you wanted to invest into, that you wanted to manifest. And when this was taken away from you, the way it was taken away from you was so abrupt, so painful, so unfair as well from what I see so far. I do know, and it's clear right here, that there was something fundamentally wrong about the dynamic between you and this person, or between you and this situation, opportunity, whatever this represents to you. It's as if the two of you were completely different. We don't see the Emperor and the High Priestess. Sorry. We don't see the Emperor and the Empress. We see the Emperor and the High Priestess. And these two energies couldn't be more different. I see here someone, potentially you, from what I get so far, someone who was very in touch with their emotional side. Someone who knew the importance of talking, the importance of being honest, being overall kind to one another. Whereas on the other end, that Emperor is really not giving a good energy in this specific case. I see there's someone who was very stubborn, someone who was very hard to deal with, to reason with, you know. Here you are trying to come up with this good conversations where you open up, whereas on the other end, this person is not opening up at all. The more you try, the more walls they build around their heart, around the situation, and eventually around you as well, Sagittarius. What I see here is how important it is to overall stay away from people who cannot take responsibility for their own actions, and people who make you feel bad for being sad or even angry at them when they do you wrong. This is exactly what I see right now. And it's important for you to fully understand and accept that message in order to also understand that this loss that you feel, was it really a loss? Yes, when this started, I'm sure things were amazing, things were great. But the truth is that you see a person's true colors when you are no longer beneficial to their life. You're no longer beneficial to them in a way or another. When they don't want to fight anymore, when they just want to think about themselves. And right now, with the Emperor, I see someone selfish. Now, if you're a cross watcher and you feel that this is the opposite situation, then go along with it, because this is a general reading, and depending on how you resonate with this message, that's the right way that you should interpret this reading into. Now, what we see is how that Three of Swords, which was definitely painful, was actually a very important moment in your life where you started realizing a lot of things. For example, never argue with someone who believes their own lies. And that is such an important thing, because you start saving yourself a lot of time as well, you know? And you need to also make sure that you know how and when to create boundaries, which you are in the present right here. In the present situation, we have the Hermit, Five of Swords, and the World. I mean, definitely some issues here, but this World card is giving me a lot of hope for you, Sagittarius. Because right now you're understanding how important it is to say no to the things, to the people that are not good for you. You know, even if in the past I definitely feel that you felt maybe guilty because of this, or you felt selfish because of this, you always have to build boundaries around you. It's absolutely important. Yes, toxic people will make you feel like you're holding a grudge, maybe, but that's not a grudge, that's a boundary. And you need to tell yourself that, Sagittarius. Doesn't matter how much you love them and how much you want to give to them, you cannot give what you don't have anymore because you gave it all. And if anything, this was a major, beautiful, important lesson. We do learn things as human beings only when we go through pain, only when we experience failure and loss. But again, did you lose anything at all here? Looking back at it, what did you really lose? Now, I do see right here, Five of Swords, the Hermit, you feel a little bit left out, whether it is from left out from social setting, people doing things that you're not doing anymore, maybe because you don't want to join them, you don't feel the drive, the excitement, you might be feeling a little depressed, you're not fighting like you were fighting in the past for things that were important to you. And mostly I see here with the Five of Swords is that you're giving yourself a lot of headaches that you shouldn't give to yourself, you know? Right here, we see that maybe you're still looking for answers. You're thinking to yourself, I just need closure. I just need that specific answer, information in order to really move on. But you don't see potentially times that you are keeping yourself stuck over here. What I want to tell you from this message is that you are, or you should, start to learn the truth. And the truth is that this is not about receiving answers. You should learn how to let things be, let people go, without always fighting for closure or chasing answers, without expecting an explanation, but just by accepting how things are in the moment. This does not mean that they're not gonna get better. And for some of you, it does not mean that this is not going to happen ever, you know? Maybe this is coming back at some point, or it's coming back with another person, with an overall different situation, a different setup. But right now, you just have to accept what the situation is. Because by focusing on the present, you're getting out of this depression, of this place where you feel stuck. You are in for beautiful things as we see down here, but you cannot experience them unless you let go of what you have experienced in the past. In the future energy, we have Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, Justice. You know, I just told you to not focus on the past, but there is something here, a message connected to that person, connected to that situation. Again, I don't want to give you conflicting messages. So take it not as something that you should make decisions upon, but take it as something that you should just know, a fire that should allow you to make the right decision even more, okay? Why do I say that? Ace of Swords, Justice. This is someone who's having a breakthrough moment, and it's not you. It's not you, because here I see you with the Six of Wands, really happy, really having everything you want, and we'll look into this in a second. But right here, I see regret. I see someone who is still trying to convince themselves at times that they don't need you, that they did the right thing, that they can find somebody else really easily, just like you or even better. But that's all a lie. It's clear right here that someone is regretting letting you go, or regretting putting you in the position where you had to let them go. Absolutely clear. And this moment coming up with the Six of Wands is bringing a lot of justice for you. There is good news. There is a moment right here where you're going to feel that happiness again. And it's not just inside of you. It's all around you. And people can see it. We'll look into the details as soon as we start clarifying. But right here, I see you on a stage. People looking at you, wanting to make you feel good, wanting to make you happy, and you wanting to make yourself happy as well. And through maybe pictures or events, you're out there showing it to the world, and someone is watching. Someone is watching and is regretting everything. With that Justice card, we might also even see a message potentially coming in, and you not caring as much as you would have cared in the past, giving this person a lesson, you know? So there is clearly a lot coming your way, but what's important and the main message for you today is that you understand that in the present, you just need to accept things for what they are. It doesn't mean that by accepting, then you surrender to the current outcome. Not at all. Quite the opposite. You are letting go and letting things in, the new ones, the ones that you really should look forward to. So let's start clarifying all of these messages in order to find out even more details about what this situation is, this moment in time, but especially what it's going to become in the near and distant future, Sagittarius. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute to 60-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Sagittarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the beautiful Three of Wands. What this card is telling us is that something is making its way to you. And this is not just one thing, obviously, right? What we see right here is initially, yes, it is one thing, but this is going to cause a chain reaction. It's that, imagine a domino. You see all the little pieces there, and then one goes down, and all of a sudden, all of the other ones start coming down as well. And right here, we see that moment, that turning point, which will really start giving you this justice, bringing you this justice energy that you absolutely deserve and that you are or have been hoping for quite a while now. So the Three of Wands is telling us right away that this is closer than you might feel in the moment. This is closer than you think, and it's going to happen, but this is absolutely crucial right here. This moment in time, it's going to determine the very outcome of this overall situation. So let's start clarifying, Sagittarius. Let's start seeing what else you should know about this situation in order to truly do the right thing and experience this moment of happiness. Let's start by clarifying this section up here to see what else you should know that you still don't know about. Let's see. Wow. Ouch. Okay. So the Sun, the Ten of Swords, and that Three of Wands. Now it all connects. There is a very important choice that you are about to make, and this is in a matter of days, maybe weeks, but not months. This is something that is about to come up, and as I was saying, is going to determine the very outcome of the situation, positive or negative. Let's see what this is. First of all, as we see here,